Gracie, just to answer your question, no, we are not going to be going outside to play Foursquare. Vocab Foursquare is called that because we are working within a square about the term in the middle. Okay?
I didn't ask that. You just asked that.
Yes.
I already know what vocab square is, and I'm really good at it. So can I go fill up my water bottle so you can explain it?
Since you decided to yell out my name and yet interrupt me again, you'll have to wait a second.
Oh, I thought you weren't talking. Sorry.
Did you hear my voice?
No, but you stopped talking.
Because I said yes. Because you said, Mr. Lloyd.
Okay. Let me know when you're done, because I don't know.
You just let me know when you're done.
I am done.
Thanks. You were so much like your brother, only he doesn't say it out loud. At least not at school, he doesn't. So, looking at vocabulary Foursquare, the term you need to define is in the middle, right? The term you need to define is in the middle. In the bottom right-hand corner, you will need to insert a text box and write the definition, right? Maybe there's a good clue or hint for the definition for at least one of your terms sitting on your desk. Just throwing that out there. Because you did just go around and define these terms. Like a claim is what?
Support an argument.
When you're supporting the argument. So the counterclaim is what?
The opposite.
It's when you're opposite or against the argument, right?
Yeah.
Evidence.
Facts to support claim.
Fact to support your claim or your counterclaim, because you should use evidence on both sides of the argument. I know that maybe you all have been taught differently that you don't need to have evidence in an argument because you're entitled to your opinion. I'm here to tell you that that's wrong in an argument. An argument should be backed up by facts and not just by an opinion. Okay? That's how things like Helen Keller wasn't real get started. No, we are not having that argument because you're wrong if you think she wasn't. And you're ignorant. She didn't. Please quit talking.
What happened?
That's not Helen Keller.
She was real. She was just smart.
Correct.
She blinded.
She signed it out to someone. We are not having this argument now. Just Google her. You can read her entire history. It is factually based. We're good. If you want to know, you can look at it. But having an argument without evidence is ridiculous. And maybe it fits the term I used earlier.
Idiot.
I didn't. Idiotic. So, looking at relevant, same thing. Define the word in the bottom right-hand corner. In the top right-hand corner, use it in a sentence that shows me you understand the meaning as it relates to an argument. I promise you, if you just Google the word and use it in a sentence, you will not come up with a good sentence. You have to understand what the word means in an argument and then use that as your sentence, okay? Like as in a claim in an argument is how the defendant showed their support for their side. That would be a good evidence. Yeah, like if you make it into, like if you add a gerund to make it claiming or, yes, absolutely. Okay, make it plural if you need to. Looking at pictures, make sure the picture also relates to the fact that it's used in an argument. Don't just go find a picture that is of the word claim. Okay. Synonym means what?
Something like that is almost the same word, but not quite.
Right. It's something that is close to the same word, but not quite. It means the same thing. You can use them interchangeably.
Wait, so we can use whatever words we want? No.
Correct, as long as they mean the same thing.
Gracie.
I understand.
No,
I understand Gracie's. Yes, I understand. Yes, you can use whatever synonym that you want. That's what you mean, right?
No.
It needs to mean the same thing.
Yeah, I know it's never mind.
No, what's your question? Are you? That one's backwards.
Oh.
Use a synonym, anyone you choose.
Oh, wait. Does it give us the word?
It's in the middle.
Yeah, that word. Does it give us the word?
It's in the middle. The word you're defining is in the middle.
All right, I got it.
And then the antonym is the opposite of that.
I know what the synonym
Okay.
And bananas?
Any questions about how vocab Foursquare works? Any concerns other than the ones I have for you all? Mostly just one person.
What's your question for us?
My concern.
For
Crazy.
All right. And
Now he has to.
all right. You've got the rest of the hour to work. You will also have Monday to finish this up. Make sure that you work on